Today I'm going to show you how you can use OneDrive if you're a Department of Education employee. So it's like having Dropbox or Google Drive, but it comes with our Microsoft accounts as staff at the Education Department. So it's cloud storage. It means that the data is stored on the internet, which means that it's accessible from anywhere on any device. So we've got about 1 terabyte of storage space, which I always like to tell people is about 1,000,000 times your good old-fashioned floppy disk. So there's quite a lot of storage there, and you also have the ability to share your files with other people, so that's pretty good. So there are 2 different ways that you can access OneDrive. You can either go through your browser, and then you need to drag and drop or download and upload files into there, or you can integrate it with File Explorer, which is just like accessing your normal files and folders in File Explorer, but we just have to do a little bit of setup first. So I am going to show you how you can access it from your browser, and then I'm going to show you how you can access it from File Explorer. Okay, so first step, you're going to need to open a internet browser. I'm using Microsoft Edge, but you could also use Google Chrome. Just don't use Internet Explorer because friends don't let friends use Internet Explorer. So flip over into a new window here, and I'm going to go to Icon. And I should already be logged in. You could also go to Connect. Either way, if you just go to your webmail, however you normally like to get to your webmail, either through Connect or through Icon. Once this loads, we're going to see that we're going to have 9 dots here in the corner. This allows us to access other Microsoft 365 apps. So if you open up that by clicking on it, and then you can select OneDrive. And it's going to just take a second to load. The first time that it loads, it might bring up a little thing to tell you all about OneDrive and setting it up for the first time. But here I've got files and folders just as you do on File Explorer, but you're looking at it through a browser. So if I want to add a new folder, I simply do that. I can create new documents. I can upload files and folders, and then it will ask me to choose the files and folders that I want to upload. And also I can download entire directories. They will come down as a zip file, or you can find individual files and download those simply like this. So this is a pretty convenient way on any device to be able to access your files, and there is a mobile app that you can get as well, so that you can access your files from your phone or your tablet computer. But once you have this all set up and you're starting to use it, you might find it easier just to have it set up in your File Explorer. So when you've got that set up, it just shows as a location in your files. So see OneDrive, and it's my education OneDrive, so that's why it's got the education domain there. So to do that, you simply come down to the bottom here where there's the little magnifying glass, click on that and type in OneDrive. Now I've already got mine set up, so I'm going to have to flick back to some screenshots that I have taken and walk you through those so that you can see what it's like if it's the first time. So once you have clicked on the OneDrive app, the next thing that's going to happen is a little icon is going to appear in your system tray. It's going to be grey though, because you actually haven't got it connected yet. So that's going to be sitting down here. See, mine's blue, but the first time you're going to see it, it's going to be grey. So you will have to then, it'll pop up this little drive here, and you'll say sign in to OneDrive. When you do that, you need to enter in your email address, your departmental email address, and click on Sign In. It should then tell you that that's been successful, and it's created a folder on your hard drive to sync the files from the internet with your files and folders on your desktop. So everything will be on your, not desktop, on your machine, your personal machine. So you can then click Next. It will then tell you a little bit about the fact that you can share files and folders, and the fact that you just simply add items, drag or move them into the OneDrive folder. So there are 3 different statuses. So there are when you are looking at files, and if we look at mine, for instance, here, this document here is existing on the cloud only. Whereas these ones here, I've got a local copy that is in sync with the version on the cloud. So that's kind of a handy thing to know. These ones here, you can right click on a file to make it always available offline. So it will prioritize keeping that for you offline if that's really important for you. Then you simply go into your File Explorer, and now you should be able to see all of the files and folders that you had in your OneDrive on your File Explorer. This means that if you are trying to attach them into emails, or if you're trying to upload to Connect or whatever, then it's just going to be accessible as per normal. You can share files and folders really easily with other people by simply right-clicking and share. And there's the same sort of feature in the browser as well. And then you just simply put in the email address of the person that you want to share it with. Now, being a departmental account, you can only share it with other people within the education department. There is a setting you can't share outside. You can determine whether or not people can just view it, or whether they are actually going to be able to edit it as well. So that is sharing. There is the ability to download a mobile app. It just allows you to access your files and modify, edit them as you would on either Apple or an Android device. And you can also now sync your files and folders from Microsoft Teams once you have set up OneDrive. So to do that, if you go into a team that you would like to sync some folders with, so let's go to my general channel here in my Certificate 4 in Business. And once the files load up, I'm actually going to click on this Documents level. So then it will share everything underneath in that team. So I simply click on Sync, and it brings up a little window here, brings up OneDrive. And now if I look in my thing, the education.wa.edu little icon with the little building, and there's my Certificate 4 in Business documents that I have now started to be able to access on my desktop computer, my laptop. So good luck. I hope that this has been really helpful, and I look forward to sharing some documents with you in the future.